about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It's me, Isabel, here with my most anticipated releases for Q1 of 2021. That's wild. So I want to kind of do these quarterly because I feel like a lot of indie releases and other things I'm interested in, you don't find out about until maybe a month ahead, maybe two, maybe a quarter ahead if you're lucky. So I really like kind of doing these as a every 3 months basis instead of a whole year. And also I came up with so many books already just for Q1 that I thought I can't do a whole year this year. All right, but we're gonna go straight into it. I will have links to everything in the description box. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new here and you want more romance content. And yeah, let's go right into January, which is probably the lowest number of releases in the month, and I'm sure I'm missing books that I want to read. First, we have Dark by Alisha Romancebooktuber. This is book 2 in her Dangerous Web series that started in November, I believe. And this is when I will start reading the series, and I'm so excited for book 2 to drop on January 5th. Cannot wait. I love this series by Alisha so much. I think it's just like the perfect blend of suspense, thrillers, and romance for me that I'm just instantly sold. This follows the last group in the Sparrow outfit. And all I can tell you is, honestly, you need to check these out. I don't want to give too much away about anything else in these books because they're way too easy to spoil otherwise. If you like suspense romance, like romantic suspense, I definitely think you should be checking out Alisha Romancebooktuber, especially the Desires and Web series by her. Next, we have Blood Heir by Ilona Andrews, which I'm so excited for. I haven't even finished my Kate Daniels reread / wrap up, but I am just really ecstatic that I know when I finish that and I finish Emerald Blaze, I have this waiting for me and there's something else there, because I am like dreading the moment I run out of Ilona Andrews books and I'm like actually caught up. It may sound weird to some, but to people who like love Ilona Andrews, and like she was one of my entry points into romance, I feel like y'all get me when I say this. I know this one follows Julie after she leaves to go find some things out about who she really is, and I just love the entire concept of it. I love that we're getting another series about her. I'm just so excited, y'all. I'm so hyped. Are you hyped? Let me know. Then on the 26th of January, we're getting a new Nikki Sloan, which is called The Architect. I know nothing about this. I know this is part of her Neighborhood series, which I still need to read. And I'm planning to actually probably read them in January and get caught up and then read this third one. I just know Nikki Sloan is going to deliver some kind of twistedness / darkness in her books. And I really appreciate the level of smut she brings to the table. So of course I am excited about this book. I missed a January release, so before we move on the 26th as well is Big Bad Wolf by Salika Snyder. Y'all. So I loved Take a Chance on Me by Salika. So I am of course hyped as all can be for this book, okay? So this involves shifters who are involved in the police work and the mafia. And it's called The Third Shift Operatives. They're kind of like part of the New York City supernatural underworld, they're calling it. And I just think this sounds so interesting. So it talks about these Russian mobsters that are bear shifters. Like what? That's wild. But yeah, I know that this is going to be really good. I've been following Salika on Twitter for a while, and she's really been talking about writing this book and the process. I'm just really curious to see how she examines the like struggle of a woman of color falling in love with a cop, much less a wolf shifter. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this book. Let's move on into February, y'all. This is where I feel like my list gets out of control. First of all, on February 9th, we have Wild Rain by Beverly Jenkins. Of course, I'm excited for this book. This book follows Spring and Colton, who comes to report on a black doctor in Wyoming. That's right, we get to see our faves from the Forbidden West, the West trilogy. So I think that's going to be really, really interesting. Also, if I recall correctly, she is child-free by choice, and that will be in this book. And I cannot wait. Then On the 16th, we've got 2 new releases. First, we have First Comes Like by Alisha, which of course I'm excited for. I didn't read The Right Swipe because everybody said to skip it, but I really liked Girl Gone Viral. So I'm definitely excited to give First Comes Like a try and see what I think of it. I don't have like high hopes for it, honestly, because nothing has stood up to her Forbidden Heart series for me, but I'm still excited. Then we also have Dawn by Alitha Romig, which is the conclusion of those 3 books, that trilogy, which means I will hopefully be caught up that day or within like a few days on that series, and I cannot wait, y'all. I really, really can't wait. I'm just so excited. We also, on the 16th, of course I'm excited about this because I am trash. Y'all know I'm trash. We have A Court of Silver Flame. I've already got my pre-order in for my audiobook. I will probably be listening to it as soon as it drops that day and finish it in a day. That's just who I am as a person, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Then on February 23rd, we've got Waiting for a Scot by Eva Lee, which I honestly know nothing about, besides the fact that I know I need to read. Besides the fact that I know I need to read When I Lied to the Duke before this book comes out, so I can pick up the 3rd book like immediately, because I really, really love Eva Lee's writing, and she's just such a delight. Also, we have Make It Sweet by Kristen Callahan, which I'm really excited for as well. Y'all know Managed is one of my favorite books, and it is by Kristen Callahan, so I just can't wait to dive in. Also, this one will be on Kindle Unlimited, so that's perfect. And then last but not least, in February, we have Love at First by Kate Claiborne. Who is this about? This one is about Nora, and I'm just really excited. I was one of the people who really liked love lettering. I know it's a slow read, but I still really enjoyed it. I really enjoy Kate's writing overall. It's a very lyrical in a sense, and I think that she delivers that kind of slow burn build that I do enjoy on occasion. But I have to know going in, and I know going in with Kate that that's what I'm getting, so I usually do like it. All right, y'all, March, oh my gosh, okay. It's all stacked at the end of the month in March, so I should have time at least maybe to catch up on my January and February releases. But on the 23rd of March, Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers is gonna come out, and I saw this cover and I fell in love. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fell in love with this cover, okay? This involves like a girl's trip to Vegas. She gets married. This is not actually a romance though. I want to caveat that. The author has been pretty adamant that it's not actually a full romance, so there's no HEA, so you need to go in knowing that, but it's sapphic, and this cover is just giving me all the vibes I want. Also like a Vegas wedding, just I love it. I'm partial to them, but I love it. Like, I love that kind of setup. And it has a lot about like figuring out expectations people have of you and growth, and everyone I know that has gotten an arc in Reddit loved it. So of course I'm like here for it at the end of the day. Next on March 30th, we have one of my YA releases, I'm of course hyped for, and that is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. This is book 2 in the duet for Nikolai, and yeah, I just can't wait. I am Grisha trash, and I'm okay with it, you know? I'm really okay with it. I like Moss, I like Grisha trash. It's fine. We don't have to love everything when it's like highbrow fancy, but I also really enjoy Leigh Bardugo's writing, and I'm super hyped to dive into Rule of Wolves. And then last but not least is Sweet Hand by N.G. Peltier. I hope I got that right. So this follows Charisse after a public meltdown about a boyfriend who cheated on her, who it sounds like was like maybe known. She's sworn off guys in the music industry and is focusing on her growing pastry chef business. So like all of my like ping words of like pastry chef, and she's sworn off guys. I'm like, yes, tell me more. She meets Kieran King, who she basically can't avoid, and it just sounds so fun. Basically he's like, it's gonna be them like trying to avoid each other and then falling in love, and I'm here for it. And her mom like trying to matchmake. Very here for it. I love this cover, first of all. It has like all of the cuteness. Like the little cat and her feeding him cake. I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, those are my Q1 releases that I'm excited for. So let me know yours in the comments, or let me know which of these you're gonna check out. Again, everything is linked down below if you want to add them to your Amazon wish list, etc. And yeah, I can't wait to talk about Q2 releases in like March, maybe late February, we'll see. I'm already working on that list. We'll see how many I get by then. I'm trying to limit myself some. But yeah, let me know what you're excited about. If you don't want to tell me that and you want to drop an emoji instead, why don't you drop a flying money emoji? Or emoji about money, because I feel like I'm about to be dropping a whole lot of cash. Whole lot of cash in Q1 already on books. Already. Fingers crossed my library comes through with a lot of these. But we'll have to see. So yeah, that's about it. If you want to find me anywhere else on the internet, there are links in the description box to all of my social media accounts, including Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter. You can also find the link to the Romancebooktuber's Discord down there, the Immortals After Dark read-along Discord, and I think that's it. So come join us, come hang out, come chat, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.
Really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.